who like to always capture my childhood memories. Whose mother is like that? Seriously, she has it all recorded. From the first time baby Anshula walked, her first words, her first day of school, I bet you could still find a drawer overflowing with all of my childhood recordings. But you see, along with those recordings, there were some other recordings as well. Recordings of me giggling at absolutely nothing, blabbering away random words. Okay, more like random sounds. One day, my father asked her, "Why are you recording all of this?" To which my mother replied, "So that when she grows up, I can ask her what she meant by this." But till this day, even after I see those recordings over and over again, I have no idea what I meant. So, there was something else hidden in those recordings as well. Raw, uninhibited, childlike joy. Those recordings of my childhood made me realize how a child can actually laugh at almost anything. Don't you all agree? So, the next thing, what happened with me was, I decided that I wanted to actually go around and see what made kids smile. But before I go to that aspect, I want to tell you something. Did you know that 90,000 people in the world actually work in their lifetime? More than 87% of the people say that their work makes them insomniacs. And 264 million people around the world suffer from depression. And coming to our own country, India ranks 148th out of 156 countries on the World Happiness Report. Now, honestly, while I was conducting my workshops, I hated seeing straight faces come in and go. So I decided I had to do something about it. So what I did was, I tried finding ways where I could make people smile. And I became obsessed with finding out how. So I came up with the 5 mantras that you could do that would give you small happiness in life and could help you with that. Now, did you know that we all have feel-good hormones like serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins? If some way or the other we understand how to regulate these, we would understand how to create balance in our life and bring about happiness. So here are the 5 mantras. The number 1 mantra is what I like to call is mood check-in. How many of us can relate to this situation? Get up in the morning, get ready for work, stress, eat more, work again, stress some more, and what do? Wait for the weekend to come, and on Sunday evening, what are we doing? Are we planning for the next 5 days of the same thing? How many of you can relate to this? Okay, so what happens is, have we actually taken time to check in with ourselves? If not, then ask yourself this question: how am I feeling right now? And if the answer is under pressure or dissatisfied, then take a step back and say to yourself, it's absolutely okay for me to be in this situation. Because we are all humans after all. My number 2 mantra is what I like to relate something to an allergy. So it's called ground zero. It's something like an allergy. For example, you eat something that your body cannot tolerate. Would you eat the same thing again? No, right? It would be harmful for your physical health. Similarly, it goes for your mental health too. We all have toxic things in our life. For different people, it could mean different things. For someone, it could be as serious as getting out of a toxic relationship, and for someone, it could be as simple as deleting an app from your phone which is actually the energy out of you. So that's where you create a base for yourself to build something positive on. So once you remove these toxins for your life, you've actually created a base for yourself. That's why I call it ground zero. Number 3 is what I like to call letting go and apologizing. Why letting go and apologizing is so important? How many of us actually feel it's difficult to actually go and apologize to someone? Honestly, for me, it is very difficult to go and apologize. So I could totally relate to all of you. But according to a study by Guy Winch, an effective apology doesn't only heal the wound of the other person, it also reduces your guilt. It's a win-win situation, isn't it? You're building on relationship, on something positive, and at the same time, you're taking out that toxic emotion for yourself. Right? Number 4 is what I like to call gratitude. Once you've accepted yourself, your surroundings, you've made a base for yourself, and you've removed all those toxins from your life, then comes the gratitude part. Now, why is gratitude important? Gratitude is important because it enhances your self-esteem. And once your self-esteem is strong, you can build on it. You can build that base with more positivity. So, accepting and being grateful for what you have already. Number 5th is something what I like to call a concept that I learned from a 4-year-old girl. This 4-year-old girl was playing in the park with her mom, and she decided to inquire about her father. And you see, every day she came to the park with her mother, and she realized that her father wasn't there. So she went up to her mother, angry, and she's like, "Where is Dad?" To which her mother replied, looking straight into her eyes with a smile, Your dad is the strongest. He's been chosen to do Superman job." She was excited and she went back to her playing games. But what she didn't know was that her father was protecting our border, facing life or death situations every single day. And that little girl was me. And what my father taught me in that moment is that happiness is not about not having any losses, pain, or anything. But it is a decision that you make. A decision that you want to choose for your life. That you would beat those odds. You would come out of those toxic emotions and say, "This is my day and I'm going to live it. And I'm going to be happy for myself and live for myself." And you know what? End of the day, we'll have thousands of reasons to cry. But we'll also have 10,000 reasons to actually smile. And all you have to do is live it and find it.